G'day, Grandad. I'm doing a special video for you of the bee vacuum, and I wanted you to see it for yourself with some better audio, me recording the audio over the top of me filming it. So you won't hear much or any audio from what's actually going on. So I've taken some honeycomb from the letterbox where I'm catching the bees, and I just want to show you this beehive box. So this is where I connect the vacuum at the front, and I've got the bee frames that sit in there, but I'm just showing you, I've got all sorts of adapters that I'll put on the front there. So basically I just adapt what I need into the box, close up all the holes. But in the bottom, the clever bit is that I've got a bit of a screen in the bottom where they'll land inside there in that chamber and stay in the bottom of the box while I'm vacuuming. So, and then the frames go in, which they'll move on to. I put a bit of honeycomb onto that. I didn't actually do it in the end because for other reasons, but I'll explain later. But yeah, pop the frames in there, and then what comes next is my secondary screen to keep them all within that little box completely. So I'll screw that shut. So with that on there, the bees cannot get out anyway without me opening one of the doors. And that is the final adapter for the leaf blower to sit on top. So I'm just digging that out of the car. So just a bit of PVC adapted so I could get the leaf blower to sit nicely and blow the air away from where I'm working. Just wrapped it up, trying to keep the fume smell down. It doesn't work at all. It stinks. The whole car smells like it's a carburetor car from 1947. There you go. So it just sits on there. Run the leaf blower. Usually have it facing the other way, so the exhaust and the blowing air is blowing away from where I'm working, and it just puts away, no problem at all. That works very well. Screw that all up. So I think, oh yeah, I'm just showing you what I'm actually dealing with, and I think this family might have actually tried to spray these bees because they didn't look very well. They looked a bit disorientated, which is a bit sad, but I caught them anyway, and we'll just see how they go. We'll see if the queen got sprayed or not, and take it from there, because there's quite a few of them. It's quite a bit of honeycomb that was unguarded, as you can see, and a number of bees in the bottom of their letterbox. So I'm hoping that's just because it's been cold and wet and they've died rather than they've been sprayed, because the honeycomb in the letterbox did smell suspiciously like a pine sort of spray smell. Never mind. All right, so next portion of the video. So I've set the leaf blower up and it's running and sitting out there with Aussie straps holding the last adapter in place. It's not screwed on. And I've got the vacuum hose there ready to go with an adapter on there with a nice gentle vacuum velocity, let's call it. So I've just got a zip tie there just to hold the throttle mid-throttle as I want. I don't want to go flat out because I don't want them breaking the sound barrier when they go flying into the bee box. Just want them to arrive leisurely, gently, in one piece would be good. So just set that throttle up. Vacuum's good. Now find myself a comfortable spot so I can sit there and vacuum bees for 45 minutes is pretty much what I do next. I did shorten the video substantially so you don't have to be too concerned that you should have gone to the toilet before this started. I did shorten it quite a bit so you can just have a bit of a look what's going on, see it actually working, and me work my way through the hive. Wouldn't want to be the bees that are going there the first. I reckon that would be pretty damn annoying being in that bee trap the whole time. But they were pretty chilled. Just let me vacuum them willy-nilly as I did. I decided I needed to put my second adapter in there, and then I've came back in and just started the film again. So get a bit of a view what's going on here. So I should reach through and just start wrangling bees. What else can one say? Where am I? There we go. So didn't even get stung today. So just open the edge up. There wasn't any brood in here, so no unborn young just yet, so maybe they're still getting established, but they usually do have a little bit of brood being put on these boards, but they may not have been in here all that long. We'll see. But yeah, very, very calm. I just hope they haven't been sprayed. Calm lot of bees. I'm probably just getting those bees off that bit of honeycomb. And then I'll be back. Pardon me, I'll be holding now. Jesus. I did add in the end of this video the top bar hive, which I'm pretty excited to show you how it works. That I built 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks. Built it from scratch, so I just got a plan off the internet and popped that together, easy peasy. So just gently sat in the air, and there was quite a few snails. You could probably see them around the spot, a few garden snails. So I did vacuum a few up, so inadvertently sent some cannonballs down into the bees in the bee trap. That'll work, vacuumed really well. That's the end of me catching the bees because the camera fell over. And I'll show you just packing
There
up.
you have it, Grandad. I've just put it in the back of the car.
Oh, here we are.
You run down what I got left here.
So in the back of the car,
leaf blower in the tub there.
Mug, I need a haircut.
Taking it off that adapter.
Here. There's the leaf blower there.
The leaf blower sitting on top.
Carried it all back to the car.
A bit of a look at the base of
The
it.
adapter plate, just wanted to show you the underside of that. So nothing too special, just a bit of what I had laying around. So liquid nails and sticky back foam to help the vacuum in where I want it, rather than having vacuum leaks everywhere.
Rather go bigger than.
And then there's the other screen that fits on my smaller bee trap. So same
and
principle.
The girls here, so
frames fit inside it, and then there's a screen in the bottom to hold the bees down.
Hole that I had.
So I screwed up all the
just close that up.
Vents,
so they're completely safe
for the trip home. And there's the hole there where I vacuumed them into, and all the bees are wriggling around inside there.
They're all right at the bottom. There's a few stragglers that have climbed up.
What the heck just happened?
But all good.
One minute I'm here, and the next minute I'm being thrown down a dark pipe with snails thrown at me every once in a while. I probably vacuumed 3 or 4 snails.
Car safe.
Guys, sorry about that. There's a family said,
Leave
thanks
them
very
in that
much.
box for maybe a week to start.
Just put everything away and head home. Easy job. That took me 30 minutes.
A bit of honey dribbling
Get all
through.
that?
Just
not too bad at all. It's a quick little
I'm
unit.
occupied, I
I
guess.
do like that. There's no mucking
freak
around.
out. They eat all their honey stores. So if I put that
In the last video,
with their energy when they move into their new home, I'll open that up when I get home.
It was interesting that the bees, when they are stressed or feeling under attack, that they'll actually gorge themselves on their own honey stores with the idea that they think they need to run away. So we're just up at our place. So I've got the hives here. I'll just give you a bit of a talk about which one's which. So I've mounted it on top of an old Yarra fence post, and this is my original hive, and I've just put the top box on maybe 3 weeks ago, and this is one that I bought with Mum and Dad at a local bee supplier. Quite a good quality unit. So those bees have been going really well. So thus far, so this is the one I built. So this is called a top bar hive, and it's really cool. So the sheet of tin is hinged. I mounted the tin onto a board, and it just sits there with gravity because it's heavy enough, it's not going anywhere. So what you do is you lift that up, and it keeps the rain off the bars, but all those timbers you can see under there, they're all got a groove in the middle of them, and the plan is that the bees will actually build their honeycomb along those timbers. And so when I want to lift one out that's covered in honey and ready to be harvested, I'll just take that bar out and cut it off. And to keep an eye on things, I'll put this inspection hole with a fly screen. So I don't even need to be intrusive and go in and check out what's going on. I can just have a look through the side. And that's really cool. I like just popping out there at night and just watching them for a little while and see how they're going, because they have taken no time to build out just under half of the space they've got to work in. It was a big hive, but they're just not mucking around. It's really cool. I stole some honey out of there last weekend too, because the other hives I couldn't do it at all. And that's a friend's hive they gave to me to get established. So I caught a hive and popped it in there, and they're taking a lot longer to get established, so I'm just waiting for them to get going. This is the box we just caught those bees in. The door's unscrewed, so it's just a matter of opening the right way and stepping back, running away a little bit. So they just see how they react. But interestingly, I found when I've done this in the past, the bees climb out and they die immediately. I don't understand why. They've been in there and I couldn't tell you. So every time I've opened it, there's been a few that just fly off or just run off the edge. Fine, fair enough, they're disorientated. But a few just climb out and they die right there. I don't get it. It's like they're waiting, just holding on inside their box to climb out and then die away from the hive for what, hygiene reasons? I don't know. But that's the big grand tour. That was the, that was missing its tail. Might have copped that snail. Never mind. That's a big grand tour of the bee vacuum and the process I've been having of catching swarms. They seemed quite tolerant to it, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'll put this video together so you can enjoy it with headphones however you can. I hope it's loud enough for you, all right? Good evening, because it is evening now. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.